What an absolute perfect way to end the weekend. We did start off a little chilly this morning with a low of 38 degrees, but we rose to 64, which is very close to that average high 66 for this time of year. Last Sunday of April was also dry, but it's been a pretty wet month so far with almost 4 inches of rainfall. So overall, just a great way to end the last weekend of April for West Central Northwest Ohio. And then as we look at satellite and radar, we are very quiet this evening. Not tracking anything at all. Hardly any cloud cover. Temperatures area wide in the mid 60s, 64 in Lima, 65 in Ottawa, 63 in Kenton, 65 Van Wert, even 66 to the northwest in Paulding. And as we go ahead and zoom on out, there's hardly anything to track over the Buckeye State. And the reason is high pressure is located right around the Cleveland area. And with that sinking air coming down the high and then spreading outwards, it's prohibiting any clouds from developing for the time being. But we're watching our next storm system off to the west. So yesterday we talked about a storm system getting ready to come on the California coast. It is now located over the Great Basin, Salt Lake City area. You can see in the water vapor loop all the clouds and dry air. The moist air is in the green colors, dry air in the yellow, and it's all swirling, indicating that storm system. And it's going to be moving through areas like Wyoming and then eventually South Dakota. And that's going to be the next feature we're going to be keeping a very close eye on. For our Monday, we're fine here in Lima, but to our northwest across Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, they're expecting a pretty significant outbreak of severe weather up there. They have a moderate risk up in those areas, but the day we're going to be watching locally in our area is on Tuesday. All the area is under a slight risk of severe weather, but notice just to the east of Lima, the Storm Prediction Center did issue an upgrade and enhanced risk for areas from Columbus to Cleveland into eastern Ohio. Still a lot of questions, though, on exactly where the highest threat will set up. And also, it's not a guarantee we'll see severe weather, but it's certainly a chance. And if storms were to form, all modes could be on the table. So let's take a little bit look at a closer background to the severe weather chance. So when we forecast severe weather, we look at 4 things: shear, instability, lift, and moisture. Wind shear, some will be there, but there's still questions on how much shear and low level turning. Now, instability and moisture will not be short in this case. As a matter of fact, this will probably be the most amount of instability we've had with any event all spring. And then there should be enough lift to spark those showers and storms. But again, will we get all those ingredients to align? That is the big question. And also, when does that cold front move through? But for the time being, tonight into our Monday, we're going to be just fine. Going overnight tonight, lots of clear skies expected. Temperatures won't be as cold as last night, but we'll drop back down into the lower to middle 40s. And then Monday afternoon, we're going to be even warmer. Widespread middle to upper 70s with ample sunshine. So certainly it's going to feel a lot like May. Now, as we go into our Monday, going to be quiet locally for the area with sunshine, but that storm system is getting its act together towards Minneapolis. Now, the day, of course, is going to be Tuesday, and that cold front is going to be key on when it arrives. If it arrives too early in the day, we might miss out on that severe weather chance. It may initiate to our east, but if it arrives late enough, like it's shown here, that could allow those storms to fire mid to late afternoon into our area. Again, we'll keep an eye on that over the next 24 hours or so and provide updates. But for tonight, clear and starry skies expected, pleasantly cool, low temperature falling to 43 degrees. And for our Monday, this is really beautiful. A high of 77 degrees, dry, blue, sunny skies. Really cannot get any better than that. Winds southeast that will shift to south 10 to 15 miles per hour. And as we look at the rest of the 7-day Tuesday, scattered strong storms do appear likely. It will be warm, humid, and windy as well. High temperature rising to 82. We will be cooler as we go into Wednesday with a high of 66. A few showers look to linger. Another storm system might attempt to spin up for Thursday with warmer and more humid air. Might get some more showers and storms to develop out of that with a high of 76. Temperatures drop back down for Friday with a few more leftover showers, 66. And then by the time we go into next weekend, overall early indications suggest next weekend for the first weekend of May looking pretty nice. 62 on Saturday, partly sunny, and next Sunday, 67 degrees with mostly sunny skies.